Please subscribe to help you and your motorcycle perform better.
Unfortunately, the microphone jack doesn't work. The unit's too worn after years of use, so I cannot record audio while I'm riding. Therefore, I have to go ahead and do it sitting in a chair, which is really annoying. Very annoying, in fact, because I much prefer to give you commentary while I'm riding. Haven't been to Laguna Seca since late last year, realistically, so a track is a living, breathing thing. We need to go ahead and see what we're getting into. So first time back is always exploratory, so we're going out in B- or novice to take a look. Getting on the track is the first thing. Has anything changed in the way we get onto the track? The answer is nope. Everything is identical. So getting on the track at WeatherTech Raceway, you're going to stay far left all the way through turn 3. That means all the way. You stay all the way left. Now, as you exit 3, you're going to look. We got nothing. Get on the gas. Get into 4th gear. Tip in at the 2 board. Let's experience turn 4. It is bumpy. All right, throttle on. Constant radius line to the bridge. Get out of the gas early because we need to look and see. We're going to go down to the 2 board. We'll tip in gently. There's a new patch on the floor. We're going to apex at the white triangle. Now we're going to come up 5 slow because I don't have a stock pipe. Patience. Okay, onto the 1 board, tip in. Brand new patch and lots of gouging at 6. So that's different. Now coming up the hill, the steel wires between the 2 pillars are there. Usually we go under the 2nd wire. It's still in the same place. As we cross into the top, we're slowing way down. What's different? Well, we have a big long tar seam. We have a patch at the apex. We have another patch at the bottom of the hill, and that tar seam continues. We're going to go under the H and stay left. We're going to hug the entire corner through Rainy. And then we're going to come out center left and aim for the 1 board. I'm going to tip in at the 1 board. We're going to take the camber offered to us in 10. And then we're going to go all the way down to 11. Brakes on at the white triangle, brake off at the 1 board. So there's patches on 11. All right, so that's the first lap. Now, let's get up to speed. New board of mission over the top. So right side, 2 S's on the small mission. Tip under that. Stay at 11 o'clock. Drive. And when the red stripe comes up on the right, decelerate. Brake gently coming into 2. Well, there's a lot of patches in 2, a lot of work done. It is bumpy and rough. Okay, all the way through 2. Now let's aim for 3, go for the 2 board. We'll take the last red stripe on the left, tip, go to the yellow rectangle. It is bumpy in 3. Accelerate, take it to the 2 board, bring it through 4. Still very bumpy on apex. Drive, get that constant radius. Back off before the bridge. Settle down. Get the bike placed. After the 2 board, tip in at the white triangle. Inside that square. Apex at the last white triangle. Now we'll crawl up the hill. Now 6 look really gouged up in patches, so let's check it out again. Let's tip in at the 1. Under about 30% throttle. Oh yeah, that's rough and gouged. So note to self. Now we know what we're going up the hill through 7 to 8. There's our 2nd wire. Come across the top. We know there's a tar snake. Coming in, it's bumpy from cars. Flick it over. It's actually pretty smooth. So that's not bad at all. Under the H, stay tight left again through Rainy. Let's drive it out. Aim for the 1 board. All seems fine there. Okay, now let's do the same thing. Brake on at the white triangle. Brake on, brakes off at the 1 board. Let's feel the track. It's bumpy in 11. All right, now gears 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Tip in under the 2 S's. Keep that 11 o'clock radius. Send it over the top. Red stripe, back out and brake. Now let's go explore a different line in 2. We're still coming into a sort of double apex with those yellow rectangles on the stripes. Now let's drive to 3, because 2 is bumpy all the way through. Tip in at the last red stripe. 3, with about 25% throttle, it's not as bumpy. Go to the 2 board again. Tip in. This time 30% throttle. Bumps are a little smaller, a little harder acceleration out of 4 to 5. Usually in 4th or 5th gear, downshifting to 3rd, tip in at the 1 board. Inside the square, apex. In a 5th to drone past the sound hut. Double downshift to 3rd, tip in and drive at 30% throttle. That smooths the bump out quite a bit. Now we know where we're going through 7. Let's line it up for the top of the corkscrew. Again, it's pretty smooth on the initial tip in and flip over. So you'll get used to that. Cross the tar snake, aim for the H. Now as we come into 9 for rainy, it is bumpy on entry, all the way in past the yellow rectangle. Now driving to 10, very smooth. Tip it into the yellow rectangle, drive it out, and bring it back to the white triangle, brake, let go at the 1 board. So we've got now roughly bump, bump, bump through 11 patches worked out. So at this point, we know where we're going, we know what we're doing, we know what to expect.